I'm Sergeant Karen Dukes with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Robbery and Violent Crimes Unit. This morning at about 11:15, officers were notified of a person that was shot in the 3400 block of Lowell Avenue. Upon arrival, they located a female that had a single gunshot wound to the stomach. She was transported to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. The suspect is a male in his 30s, was seen fleeing the scene. Patrol officers tracked and found him hiding around the corner on Commonwealth at an unrelated residence. He was uncooperative and did not comply with their commands, so our K-9 unit took him into custody. The suspect was also transported to a local hospital where he's being treated for canine bites that occurred during his being taken into custody. I believe he was bitten in the wrist area, is what I understand right now. Currently, I've got violent crimes detectives that are working on a search warrant because this supposedly happened inside of a house. And then we've got crime scene detectives that are working the scene. They're collecting and preserving evidence related to this. There is no indication that this has got any gang affiliation, and we do believe this is a contained domestic incident between a man and a woman. We are asking for any eyewitnesses that may have seen this, or any people that live in this neighborhood that may have home video surveillance that may have caught some of this, to call Crime Stoppers, or they can call the police non-emergency number at 904-630-0500. All right, do y'all have any questions?
Call 911. Who made the call?
It was a next door neighbor. Yeah, they heard a dispute between the two of them beforehand, so they were calling police, and then they heard the gunshot.
Do they both live at this residence?
They are not supposed to be at this residence. The residence is supposed to be empty.
All right, are they boyfriend, girlfriend?
I do believe there's a relationship. Yeah, they're known to each other, so that's why we suspect at this time that it is domestic related.
Have there been calls to service here before regarding
Not at that empty house.
description of this victim and suspect?
The victim is a female. She is in her early 20s.
Black, white, Hispanic?
She's a black female. Yes, sir.
And the suspect, black, white, Hispanic?
He is in his 30s. Yes, sir.
White,
He's a black male.
black, male?
Yes, sir.
Was there a weapon recovered?
We have not recovered it yet, but we are working on a search warrant right now. Yeah.
Any structural? Any structures hit other than?
No, she was struck. It was a single gunshot, and she was struck right in the stomach. Yes.
Is there a shot spotter in here?
Not in this area. No, the call came in from the neighbor who had already heard the disturbance and was already calling, and then he heard the gunshot.
What time did he say heard the argument began, or did he?
11:15.
The apprehension of the suspect, where did it occur? How far is it from the location?
It is to the north on Commonwealth.
Is that an active scene at this time?
No, not at this point anymore. I don't believe there's anything to see. We've already gotten permission to search. It was some just citizens that live in Jacksonville on Commonwealth. He was hiding in a shed over there. So we've already gotten permission to search from them. We did not find anything in those areas. So we're back at the crime scene, which is why we're waiting on the search warrant.
And sorry to ask you so many questions, but pinpointing his location, was it through a tip or like how?
The patrol officers tracked it. They tracked him, yeah. So we have the K-9 patrol work together to track him to this location.
How
Yeah.
can they track it?
Well, so we had a lady on Commonwealth that found him in her backyard, and so she called and told him to get out of her yard, and we were already in the area searching, and so he jumped the fence, and then they tracked him to where he was. So, yeah,
So he fled from here on foot to there.
to Commonwealth, yes. Yeah. Yep, we had good work by patrol and K-9, and thankfully the citizens cooperated with us too, and that this ended up well because we have someone that was treated immediately, that may end up saving her life, and then we have a suspect that's in custody. So ended out well today. All right, y'all have any other questions?
Oh, your name again? I'm sorry.
I'm Sergeant Karen Dukes, Dukes.
That was great.
Okay.
Awesome job. You should
All right.
do all the press conferences.